All right, everyone, welcome back to Breslov Efrat here at Shira David. Baruch Hashem. We had a nice minyan today again. Baruch Hashem. I thank Hashem for this beautiful opportunity that we have. Really, it's unbelievable, right? That we have. Unbelievable. The Cohen's back, yeah.
Thanks to David.
You see that? Baruch Hashem. Everyone's back. Baruch Hashem. Okay, so we're going to continue. Learning our lessons in Likutey, Halachos, Hilchos, Birchas HaShachar, morning blessings, and we're in Halacha Hey 5. Today we're up to 64. All right. Okay, so let's see. And again, we learn again for the well-being of our chayalim and the pitzuim, the injured ones. Wow. And of course the chitufim, the captives. And Hashem should really help and protect them all. Yesterday, I went out with my wife and some of the other people. We went out to Soroka Medical Center in Beersheba.
Which one?
Soroka.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and wow, we saw in the plastic surgery unit. They have a special unit there, and you remember on Shabbos there was that booby-trapped house that the chayalim went into.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I met the chayalim that. Oh my gosh! Their faces are all burnt and they're just wow. Mamash, Hashem should help these people. It's wow, but they're all in good spirits. They're all in good spirits, and they all say, "We want to go back. We're going to go back and get them." It's amazing. These guys are real heroes. They're real heroes. They're real heroes.
They're committed.
Yeah. So it's amazing. Yeah, but Baruch Hashem. Listen, please, guys. When you daven, have these guys in mind, right? These soldiers, these guys, they're laying in beds there. Wow. You know, it's amazing. You read about it, right? You heard about it, right? And then you meet the guys that were there, and they tell you all about it. Three of the guys in their unit. They got killed. Yeah, 3 of them. 14 of them got injured. But wow. But Baruch Hashem, they all said we didn't lose our legs, we didn't lose our arms. They were just their shrapnel burns and all of that. Wow. You know what it looked like was like you see when they paint their faces for camouflage. Yeah. But this was not camouflage. Right. Just to give an idea what we're talking about. When they paint, they paint their face like that. This is what yeah. So please have them, have all the chayalim, the pitzuim, when they make them in Sheberach and they talk about the pitzuim, the injured ones, have these guys in mind. Have them in mind, okay? All right, so let's learn now. And wow, Baruch Hashem, they were able to be Mavaka Cholim, and we made them smile and gave them things, and that's what it's all about, right? Okay, so today we're going to do Samach Dalet. So we're learning. So yesterday we learned about this the Mishnah in Peah, that it said that Veilu Dvarim Shein Lahem Shir, right? These are the things that don't have a measure. We talked about the corner of the field. We talked about the first fruits. Right, we talked about the what do you call it? The seeing of the Beis Hamikdash, going up to Harabayah, seeing the Harabayah, seeing the Beis Hamikdash. Right, we talked about Talmud Torah. Right, we spoke about nice things. Right, Milas Chasodim. Right, and then all of these things are all things to remind us of Hashem all the time, to bring us closer to the Ratz and Hashem. Okay. Now, we also say every morning, before we say that Mishnah, we say the Birchas Kahana. Everybody says that, right? We all say that. That's part of the davening. That's part of the Birchas Torah every morning, correct? Mm-hmm. Hope everyone gets to say that. I hope so. Right? All right. Now, so let's learn. Right? Okay, Baruch Hashem. Now, so it says now, So this is the idea. So when we say Birchas HaTorah, right, in the morning, every day, because we're getting the new Chelek HaNeshama in every day. And every day we have to connect the Neshama to the Ratzon, right? Every day we have to connect our Neshama back to that high place, right? Every day we're doing that. And right after we say the Birchas HaTorah, we talked about the Birchas Kahana. Right away, right? So it says takef, right away, right? Now, Kiyika hatachlis hu shayidei harotzen. All the tachlis is that the light comes in the world, the light that we see, the light that we have, the inspiration we have, everything that we have comes from this place of rotzen. Zeichen lebechinas va'amdu zarim v'rood seinchem. Oh, look how nice this is. The Navi Yeshaya says, va'amdu zarim. There'll be strangers standing, right? V'rood seinchem b'nei neichar. Ikarechem v'karmechem, right? You're gonna have the foreign people that are coming here, right? And they're gonna take care of your fields and your animals and your shepherd. They're gonna do everything for us. That's what's gonna happen when Mashiach comes. We're not gonna have to do these things. Unbelievable. B'nei neicha. Wow. Va'atem kayanei Hashem tikro'eu. Right, and we're all going to be called Kahane Hashem. Remember we said that? We'll all become Kahane. Isn't that nice? We'll all become the priestly nation. Like when it came by Kabbalah Satorah, right? What did Hashem say to us? Right, we're a priestly nation. Right, so when is that going to come true? That we'll all be Kahanim when Mashiach comes. Right? It really was then. Right? It was then, but the problem was we had the Egel Azov, and then it went back. So now we have to get it back again, right? In other words, we really were the priestly nation that Hashem talked about, right?
Was it? At that time, before that, was it Kodem Chet? Like before, did we rectify the Chet of Adam?
Yes, everything was rectified. Everything was rectified when we stood at Har Sinai.
Because everything is Kodem Chet.
Yeah, but everything was fixed. That whole problem was fixed.
Really?
That whole problem was fixed, but then we brought it back again. Did we
ever do a pigeon for that hit the echo?
Yeah, we got forgiveness. Hashem forgave us, but the effect of it still remains. Right? He forgave us for it, but okay. But this is what we have to look forward for. We won't have to do any work from the Lamed Tes Malachas, from the 39 prohibitions that we don't do on Shabbos, right? There are 39 things that we can't, categories that we can't do on Shabbos, correct?
We won't have to do that.
We won't have to be involved in that. We won't be involved in any work. Everything will take care of everything for us. We won't even have to pay them. They'll just do it voluntarily. They'll want to help us.
And they'll bring us food.
They'll do everything. That's why they have so much opposition for this, because what's going to happen with the labor unions? What's going to happen? They're all going to go out of business. They like it. They like all these little rackets that they have going on, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Zebechinas birchas kahanim. V'rechacha Hashem. Yivarecha Hashem. Hashem should bless you, right? B'mammon, right? That's with money. Hashem should give us money. So when we say the words, you see, Mordechai, when you say the word Yivarecha Hashem, that's b'mammon, with money. Okay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay. Now you're learning. Vayin heita b'Torah, right? Mevayisham. Shal yedei harotzon zeichen liyira shehi kli lekabel chesed. Look at this. This is a new concept. This is an amazing concept. We always know. We say in the morning, Reishis Chachma Yiras Hashem, right? Reishis Chachma, the beginning of our Chachma, the very beginning is Yiras Hashem. Reishis Chachma, fearing God. Fearing God is the vessel that we need to get all the blessing. Right? You can have, it could be let's say a person needs water, right? And it could be pouring outside, right? A lot of rain coming down, right? But if you don't have a bucket, you can't collect the water. Yeah, you can drink some water, but you won't be able to collect it, right? Right? So there's all that blessing that we're supposed to get. You need to have you have a vessel for it. What's the vessel? Yiras Hashem. Fearing of God. Now again, when it comes to fearing of God, there's many levels. Of course, there's the basic level. I can't do this because I'm going to get in trouble. Right? But the highest level of fearing God is, I don't want to do this because I love Hashem so much, and Hashem loves me so much, I don't want to damage that relationship.
It's a fear of having a machitza shel barzel
between
us
and Hashem. Right? We don't want to have an iron wall, the iron curtain. He's talking about we don't want to have an iron curtain between us and Hashem. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, I forget which Hasidus I learned.
Yeah, it's all
right. It's all in there.
No. So you understand. So again, you need yira, you need fear. Now, so again, but there's all many levels of fear, right? Like we just said, the highest level is that you have the yira and the ahava mixed together, right? You have both yiras Hashem and ahavas Hashem. Right? You love Hashem, you fear Hashem. And because you have such a love relationship with Hashem, therefore you don't want to damage it. And that's where the fear comes. And that's amazing. That is the highest level of yira that you can have. Because again, you're not fearful that you're going to be in trouble. You're fearful that you're going to damage the relationship. And that's so precious, right? Like you have two people, right? You can have two people that are very. You have a husband and a wife that they're very close. They're very much in love with each other, right? So each one of the spouses don't want to do something. Will not want to do something to their spouse because that would upset them, because then it would damage that love relationship. You understand, right? Not that they're scared they're going to get in trouble. No, but they feel there's such a connection, such a bond. There's such a bond. They don't want to damage that bond. You follow? Okay. So if we can master this, and we can have true yiras Hashem, right? Even now, if we can have true yiras Hashem, and again, what is yiras Hashem? Recognizing that it's all Hashem. Recognizing that I can't go anywhere without Hashem with me. I can't be anywhere. I can't hide from Hashem, right? That's yiras Hashem. I can't hide from Hashem, right? If I do that and I realize that Hashem is there, right? He's there with me wherever I go. So then that is the best protection I have. And if I have that, then I don't have to be worried about all the financial problems and all the other problems in the world. Because I have Hashem with me. He'll take care of me. Hashem wants to take care of us. The problem is, like Baruch said, we are our own enemies. We don't realize that we have to do things that help ourselves. So when we fear Hashem, right? By knowing that, let's say when it comes to davening, I don't have to run out of davening earlier, right? Because I have to go to a meeting. Right? The guys has to go to a meeting, right? I'm going to leave the davening early, guys are going to a meeting. So where's the yiras Hashem? Right? What the meeting? Why'd you set up a meeting? Why'd you agree to a meeting in the middle of your davening time? Right? Where's the yiras Hashem? Right? Where's the yiras Hashem? Right? Make sense?
There's a little story from the Berdichever that somebody runs past him, bumps into him a little. He says, "Hi, Baruch, where are you going?" And he says, "I'm running here. I got to make parnasa."
Yeah.
And he says, "Well, wait a minute. How do you know your parnasa's not chasing you?"
Yeah, maybe it's behind you.
Maybe it's behind you. When he's talking about where are you going, we're recognizing what are you doing. Same thing. What you're saying about why would you make a meeting during your davening or this or that? Because maybe instead of you finding your parnasa, it's got to find you.
That's it, right? Ein tzrichin lasei shum eisek klal. You don't have to do any business. You don't have to be bothered with anything. Things will work out. It'll just happen by themselves. We should be zeichen. V'chol zeh zeichen ayedei harotzen, through the rotzen, through connecting always back to the rotzen Hashem. My will becomes in line with the will of Hashem. That's amazing, right? That's a beautiful concept to understand that we are trying to align our will with the will of Hashem.
Seems
Okay.
so hard.
Well, listen, but
Because you don't know sometimes
Yeah.
what the will of Hashem is.
Well, yeah, that's why you learn halacha, and that's
Your own will is.
no, but that's why you need to do is both of this, and you find out Hashem. You through you talking about it, you figure it out. It's very important.
And he'll let you know.
But we're doing Hisbodedus right now.
No. It's both of this that you do
No,
on
but
by
in a
yourself.
sense, we are.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go on.
Soul searching.
Yeah.
That's all I mean.
V'zeu. Yivarecha Hashem b'mammon. So when we say Yivarecha Hashem, that's with money. We're asking for money. The Kohen's blessing for money.
Why not health and those other things?
Because this is what Chazal tell us it's going on, okay?
Get on board.
I'm failing.
Okay. Bechinas, Parnasa, Vashiras, the Kedusha. Look at this. See this here. Now this is Parnasa, Vashiras, the Kedusha. Right? They're not just having your not just earning your sustenance, not just earning your weekly pay stam, just play. No, I'm earning it big kedusha. There's kedusha to there. Why? Because again, when I realize that the money is coming from Hashem to me, right, and I'm going to give my meiser on the money, and I'm going to do what I have to do, and I'm going to buy things for Shabbos the way I'm supposed to, and not be frugal when it comes to giving tzedakah and all of that. That's Mammon de Kedusha, right? That's Mammon de Kedusha. Sheloi nitztarech lasei shum esek. Then the person doesn't have to be involved in all of those deep business things like this. Things will just work out. People will call you. It happens, right? People will call you. There's this, and then you get a check in the mail. They had some. There was a bank error in your favor. Here's your money, right? Whatever. All kind of things, right? All kind of things. We all had these experiences in our life, right? Huh? You get a refund, right? You ever happen to you, Simcha? You ever? Yeah, you're thinking about it, right? Unbelievable. Rak hamoman v'harpanasa yeh nimshach lanu bechazda yizbarach levad. It'll come from the chesed of Hashem. The money will come to us through the chesed of Hashem. V'bechinas birchas Hashem hi tisasher. Right? If a person has tisasher, right? When you have the bracha of Hashem, that's your riches. Right? That's wealth. That's wealth. When you have the blessing of Hashem, that's true wealth. So Yivarechecha Hashem. Hashem should bless you. Yivarech Hashem b'mammon, but not just plain money. That your money should be mammon de kedusha, holy money.
And in case some of you don't know, I rented my house out, and for whatever the situation is, the guy paid me 18 months in advance, $57,000.
Yeah, okay.
That was a blessing from Hashem.
Okay. He paid you the full rent of the lease.
A year and a half, because he didn't have. He had wealthy parents, but he didn't have good credit.
So he just gave it. Okay. So his parents wrote you a check for the full lease. Okay, fine. Okay, so what do you mean?
It was the Yevarechecha from Hashem.
That's right. That came.
There was no question in my mind.
You see that? That's amazing. And then that's what it says. Birchas Hashem hi ta'asher. Okay, there we go. Okay, v'zeu v'yishmerecha. Oh, here we go. V'yishmerecha, Hashem should protect you, right? What is that? Min hamazikim, from the demons. You should be protected from demons.
Mazikim are demons?
Yeah. Well, how else would you translate it? How do our friends over there translate mazikim?
Harm.
Huh?
Harm.
Well, mazikim are really the demons that cause the harm, right? The demons that cause the harm. Right? Yeah, there's a.
The Hebrew word is mazikim. It says.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Mazik.
Mazik, damage. Yeah, mazikim,
Is
right.
demons or harm.
Yeah. No. Mazik is damage, but mazikim, those are the ones that are causing the damage.
Right, it changes.
Yeah, right. Those are the ones that are causing them. Shein bechinas yiras hanefulai. So let's talk about this for a second. So there's a Maisa that's brought down in the Kisvei Ari. It's an amazing story. I don't know if I ever told it to you, but maybe I'll tell it to you now. There was it fits in what we're learning now. There was a gentleman that was a Moel. And he was a very, very wealthy man, but he would never give any tzedakah. He couldn't give any tzedakah. He was as stingy as they come. But anytime someone needed a bris milah, that he would do right away. He was a Moel, right? So anyone that needed a bris milah, right? They needed a brit, right? The Moel, he would go and he wouldn't charge them anything, and he would take care of it for them. Okay. So it came a story one time. Somebody came to him and told him that my wife had a baby, and the bris is supposed to be in 3 days. I live a little distant from this place. I live a little distant from where you live, but I brought I have a beautiful wagon with horses, and please come with me, and please can you perform the bris? I heard you're a wonderful male. So he said, okay, sure, okay. He'll go on vacation, free, right? So he goes, he takes his bag, he packs his bag, goes in the wagon with him. They're riding. Finally, they get to this beautiful, quaint village. Beautiful village. Everything is perfectly right. You know, the lawns are all perfectly manicured. Everything is just pristine. He was amazed to see this place. He was amazed. And he comes to his house, and they have the beautiful, the carriage place, and the butler comes out to take them out of the carriage. Very wealthy, very, very wealthy. And he goes into the house. And he shows him where his room it will be, a beautiful room. And he says he has to go out to do things. The father has to go out to do things. You stay here, take whatever you'd like, do whatever you'd like, do whatever you want. All right. So the man, this Mayel was in the house, and there was a maid. There were different people there, and he started to walk around. He wanted to see. It was a beautiful, beautiful home. He wanted to see the house. So then he sees the mother and the baby. So the mother tells him, "Who are you?" "Oh, I'm the Mayel. I'm going to do the bris for your son." She says to me, "I need to talk to you. Okay, sure. What do you have any questions about the bris? What is it? No. Please come over here. We're going to talk. She says, "I want you to know that my husband seems like a nice man, but he's really one of the mazikim. He's one of these demons. Listen. He's a demon. He had wound up grabbing me when I was young, and I'm stuck here. However," she says, "if you don't want to get stuck over here, don't accept anything from him. Do not accept anything from him. If you take anything from him that he gives you, if you take anything from him, you're cooked. You're part of his group. Right? You're part of his group." Okay. Again, this is a story from the Arizal.
You're hooked.
You're hooked. Yeah, mamish. Okay, so he's like, wow, okay, what did I get myself into? I don't even know where I am. Right? All right. So he goes back to his room, and it was the night before the bris. So they make a little suda, right? Right? The vachnach, they call it, right? The people stay up and they say tehillim, right? You know what I'm talking about? Before bris, right? The night before the bris, people stay up.
Zohar.
Yeah. That's called the vachnach. The people will stay up. In Yiddish, that's called the vachnach. Yeah. That's okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So wait. So the man invites him down. Come down to the Suda, eat something with us. No. He says, I'm not going to eat because I have to go to sleep right away because I have to get up early in the morning and do my hachonis. I can't. Again, he doesn't want to take anything from this guy, right? All right. So then comes the morning. He gets up early in the morning and they do the bris. He does the bris. After the bris, the man says to him, "Come sit down and eat with us." No, I can't. No. He says, last night I had a bad dream, so I made a tanis cholam. I'm not going to eat today. I'm not going to eat today. Again, he's very careful about okay. So during the Suda, the man, this father says to him, I want to give you something. So come with me. I said, I don't need anything. No, please come with me. All right. He goes with him. He takes him into a room. And in this room, they have... it's a room full of silver. It's a room full of all kind of silver vessels, all kind of silver things, beautiful silver, everything silver in the room, everything. All kind of beautiful ornaments and all kind of beautiful things. He says, take something. Take whatever you'd like. No, I don't need that. I have so much silver in my house. I don't need that. I have everything I need. It's fine. Goes to the next room. This room is filled with gold. All gold, silver, all gold vessels, and all gold, everything is gold. Take something. No, I have all the gold I need. I have everything. Then he takes him to the next room. This room is filled with all kind of jewels and diamonds and rubies and all kind of precious stones. Take stones, take something. No, I don't want it. So he takes him to the next room. And this room he goes into is filled with keys. The whole room is filled with keys. A key for a door. You don't open the door. And this male is standing there, and he's looking at these keys, and his mouth is gaping. He can't believe what he's seeing. He says, these are all my keys. I recognize these keys. These are the keys to my store, to my treasure chest. These are the keys to all of my things. How do you have my keys? How do you have my keys? So he said, you know something? You're a very special person, he tells him. The Mazik tells this man. He says, you're a very special person. I took you into these rooms with the silver, with the gold, with the jewels. It didn't mean anything to you. I take you into the room with the keys. Keys, nothing, just keys. Right? That you're so amazed with. So he says, I want to tell you that I'm not who you think I am. I'm not who you think I am. And I'm really a mazik, he tells him. He tells him I'm a demon. And the reason why you weren't able to give any charity was because I had all your keys. So I wasn't allowing you to. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to release the keys to you. These are all your keys. I'm going to release the keys to you. All right? I'm going to release the keys to you. And he did. And then this person was able to give tzedakah and do everything. And he was really a good guy. But there was just something holding him back. He was really a good guy. Like I said, anytime anyone needed a bris milah, he would go. He didn't care where it was. Anyone needed a bris milah, he would go for free. It was amazing, right? But he couldn't give any charity. He just was so frugal. He couldn't give any charity because there was a mazik that was there. So when we say that's the end of the story. Yeah.
So what's the nimshal of the Hashem?
No. So Sunday, no. So it says over here, Yishmerecha min hamazikim. Chazal tell us when the kohen says v'yishmerecha, that you should be protected from the mazikim.
Sometimes mazikim can hold somebody back.
Yeah. That's why I'm telling you the Maisa. Yeah. We don't understand what's going. We don't. There's way more than we understand.
That's what's keeping you from being nice.
No, that's an interesting mazik. I believe that. Like that.
Stop.
You believe it? Wow.
That you can have.
I'll show you in the area. I'll show you if you want to see that story.
But like the fact that it's just so hard to give tzedakah.
Yeah.
It's just I have the money and I want it. It's like a curse. But it's just, and you believe in that's the right
No,
thing.
no. So when you hear the Birchas Kahanim,
Yeah.
and then the Kohen says, Yivarechecha Hashem, that's b'mammon, right? Hashem bless me with mammon the kedusha, right? That I earn my money knowing it's all of Me'ez Hashem. It's not because of koyach ha'ba'itzim yadi asali esachoy lazet. From you, Hashem. It's all yours. I understand it. And then we say, V'yishmerecha. Be protected from what? From the mazikim that'll damage me, that'll hurt, stop me, prevent me from doing the right thing for giving the tzedakah. Because we said tzedakah is the greatest way to align my will with Hashem's will. Right? The Ratzon. Right? So V'yishmerecha, protect me from the mazikim, from the demons that'll prevent me from giving the tzedakah, which will align my will with Hashem's will. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very nice.
Okay. Shehem bechinas yiras hanefulos, and I shouldn't have the yiras hanefulos. What's yiras hanefulos? Scared of things of this world, right? People get scared of things of the world, right? But really, we're supposed to have yiras Hashem. We just established, right? Yeah. If you have yiras Hashem and you realize that Hashem is taking care of everything in the world, so if Hashem is taking care of everything in the world, what am I scared of things in the world? That nothing in the world can damage me because Hashem is controlling everything in the world. But I mean, this is very easy to say, but this is hard to put into practice. This takes a lot of work to put this into practice, that it becomes part of who we are, right? But first we have to learn about it, right?
Well,
Right,
there
so
is something to do about it. What I do is so I started worrying about, where I'm going to move to. Will I have a place? Will it be in front? How much will it be? I said, Mordechai, what are you doing? Why are you having these thoughts? Get rid of them. It's like Hashem's here. He's going to have you end up in a place that's just exactly what you need at the right time.
That's right.
So it's like changing the thought in your brain.
That's right. That's right. But because again, the Yetzer Hara tries to put that suffix in, right? Well, I don't know, Hashem. How is it going to work?
Yeah, you got me here about 10 minutes. That was about it.
Yeah, Baruch Hashem. No, that's amazing. No, that's amazing that you realize, well, because you're the one giving the blessing all the time, right? So Yishmerecha min hamazika, so you're helping protecting yourself too. You see that?
Do your job better.
What? He's doing his job
Do
good.
your job better.
I'll have you in mind with more intention next time.
Okay.
Sheyia nishma mehem rak yiske liyira de kedusha shehi midas shamar, right? And if I work on my proper yiras Hashem, so then I'll have the protection from Hashem, and then what am I going to be fearful of things of this world? Okay, ki al yedei ayira zoichin lechesed, and we said again, through yira you get chesed. Why again? What we said? Yira is the kli. Yira is the kli, is the vessel for me to accept the chesed of Hashem. Right? Hashem is giving out chesed in the world. Right? He does chesed. That's what Hashem does. But how do I benefit by the chesed? How do I benefit? How do we benefit by the chesed? I need to have yiras Hashem. If I have yiras Hashem, then I can benefit by the chesed.
That's your plea.
That's the kli. That's the vessel. That's the vessel that you need in order to store, to keep the chesed of Hashem. And then you can get your parnasa without toiling for it. Right? Without toiling. Right? The parnasa will come in. Right? Listen, we all can, I'm sure, had different experiences in our lives. Right? We all have life experience, Baruch Hashem, right? And sometimes you work so hard, and then you don't see the money, right? And then other times you don't know where it came from, but the deal just popped in, and here's the money. Did it ever happen like that? Yes, you ever experienced something like that?
All the time.
Yeah.
Right?
All the time.
Yeah.
It's nice when you feel it, right?
Yeah,
You go,
it is.
so why was I making myself so crazy? Why was I doing? Look at this. It came in just like this. Why was I making myself so crazy for?
We're seeing the room of gold, silver, and jewels.
Right.
And our taiva is to
Yeah,
go after it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what your business is, so that's
I
why you
know.
think about it.
I was thinking about it while, I don't want that taiva to do take something that's not mine to do it wrong. And I want the bracha. Then let me bless me with the kedusha to do the right thing.
Well, go for the keys instead of the gold.
Let's go while we're going on the Cohen's blessing. Now let's go on, okay? Okay. Yor Hashem panav elecha v'chuneka. Right, those are the next words we have in the blessing. Right, Hashem should light up the countenance of Hashem's face, or whatever. However you're going to translate it in English, I don't know, but okay. B'chinas ha'oras hapanim. That's again the light of Hakadosh Baruch Hu's countenance, Hakadosh Baruch Hu's light. So some things that we can always think about like this. Whenever you think about light, look outside. It's sunny, right? Sunny. So you say, oh wow, the sun is so nice today. Where's the sun nice from? It's from Hashem. So you can look at the sunlight and you can recognize, wow, that's really Hashem's light. Right? Because really the sun is only powered by Hashem. Right? We establish it every morning. We say, Yotzer HaMa'oros. Right? Hashem is the creator. He recreates every morning the luminaries, which is the sun. Right? So the sun is the kli, is the vessel that meets out HaKadosh Baruch Hu's light in the world. But it's really Hashem's light. It's not the sun's light. Right? The sun is just the vessel that Hashem created to send out the light, but it's really Hashem's light. Okay, Bechinas Aras HaRotzai. V'zeo Yisa Hashem Panav Elecha. Hashem should lift up His face to you. Bechinas Tzedakah. Shayidei Zeh Ikar Nesias upon him. Bechinas Ani B'Tzedek Echse Panecha. Look at this beautiful passage where David HaMelech says, Ani B'Tzedek. I with righteousness. Echse Panecha. I'll be able to feel, to see, feel your faith, to feel your light, Hashem. V'zeu v'yosem l'cho shalom. Give us peace, right? Place upon us peace. Isn't that beautiful words, right? V'yosem l'cho shalom. The Mishnah says, "Im yesh shalom yesh hakol, im ein shalom ein klum." Right? It's a Mishnah in Uksen, right? The last Mishnah, Hamar of Chalafta, right? The Mishnah says, if you have peace, you have everything. You don't have peace, you have nothing. You have nothing. Nothing. Right? A person can have all the money in the world, but if he has all his strife in his family, with his his wife, family, all that, what's it worth? It's nothing. It's nothing. It's a curse.
It's really amazing that Rabbi Nuss,
yeah,
he could put this all down like this.
Yeah, v'yasem l'chos shalom, bechinas mar betzedakah, mar b'shalom. How do you like that? Give more tzedakah, bring more peace to the world. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that, Yossi. You say that? See those words?
Yeah.
Mar betzedakah, mar b'shalom. You want more shalom in the world? You want to feel more peace? Give more charity. Give more charity. It's amazing, really. It's really amazing. And then why? Because the more charity you give, the more you connect to the Ratzon of Hashem. The more you connect to the Ratzon Hashem, the more chesed Hashem will give into the world, right? And there's more chesed in the world, and there's more shalom in the world. Okay, ki ikka hatikun al yedei tzedakah, because the main tikkun is through tzedakah. Because again, everyone feels that the money is my money. I worked for it. It's my money, right? If I'm going to take the money that I worked for and give it to somebody else, but I want to enjoy it. Why do I want to give it to this guy? Again, that's my will, right? But Hashem's will says, listen to the ani, see what he needs, and give him even more than he needs. Give him a little extra. Give him a little bit more. Give him a little bit more. Right? It is why? Because again, then my money is mammon de kedusha. Then I have holy money. Right? When I can give away my money, right? I'm protected from the mazikim, right? From those demons that are not letting me give the money. Right? Can you imagine that? Every time you want to give tzedakah and you don't want to give it, know that there's a demon stopping you from giving it. So show that demon. Hey, demon. You're not going to control me. I'll give it anyway. Right? We could do it. We could do it. Because again, if you believe the money came to you only from Hashem, and you're the custodian of the money for Hashem, right? So then why can't I give it? Right? Does it make sense? If the money I have is only given to me by Hashem. And I'm, so to say, the custodian for that money, right? I'm watching that money, right? I'm custodian. So if I'm the custodian of the money, it's not really mine, so why can't I give it? And where that money came from, Hashem will give me more money. What's the big deal? Hashem has all the money in the world. It's all Hashem's. Because that's how you'll get to the Ratzon. Again, we always want to connect to the Ratzon each day. Then you can come to Yira when you recognize that everything comes from Hashem. And I'm not going to have anything other than what Hashem wants me to have. So then that's the best way for me to have my Yira, right? My fear of God. Because I recognize it's only coming from Hashem. So hey Hashem, what do you want me to do here? You see Hashem in your life. That is the vessel I need to connect my chesed, to accept my chesed, to have chesed in my life. Then you can get your sustenance, anything that you need from Hashem without being bothered by it, by just spinning the wheels, trying to make the money, trying to do everything because you think you're so crafty, you could pull one over on Hashem. Right? A lot of people think they can, right? I could pull one over on Hashem, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty smart.
You are, right?
I know angles, and so I sometimes I feel I could really give him a hard. I can give him a run for his money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know. It's silly I say it because I know how silly it is.
What's an example of that?
I mean, I just think in general, anytime I'm not doing the will of Hashem, I think I could, I could fool him. I don't know. I don't bite to eat before I came in. I don't particularly like to eat before I got in. But come on, I'm going to learn, and I just need a little pick me up. And again, that's just on the side. I hadn't even thought of that, but. The so many ways that we're supposed to go ahead and serve Hashem and go properly, and all the things that the Nachman speaks about.
Okay, but again, if it came in the morning and you weren't feeling well, you had a
horrible enough today.
What's it? Well, Yossi, 1 second. Did you have like a headache? Did you feel like there's something?
So yeah, again, okay, so you're good. You're good. No, I felt great, but
you felt great. You just wanted to eat something.
My daughter made this little banana cake,
yeah,
and it was there. And I had my coffee. And it was geschmack, and
right.
I knew it was geschmack, and I was just a little bit. And I just read the halacha that says it's party to eat before eating, and I'm thinking about the fact that I'm party, so I didn't get full on up. By the way, that's another thing.
Chassid eats it so he can daven and learn.
No, that's on
true.
Shabbat. That's on Shabbos.
but
That's
still,
on Shabbos.
Shabbos.
That's on Shabbos.
Not during the week.
Not during the
No,
week. No. The reason, I'll explain to you the reason. What's the difference between Shabbos and during the week? Okay, Shabbos, the food is higher than us.
Yes.
Shabbos is the food is all elevated. It's very, very high. Right, the Machalei Shabbos, the foods that we eat on Shabbos are very, very high, right? Spiritually,
Yeah.
the food that we eat during the week, the food that we have during the week is low. It's low. So the reason why they don't want you to eat before you daven is you have to have the spiritual workout, right? First, you have to have your spiritual workout in order to be able to eat the food, so it shouldn't pull you down. You understand? The food is low. So I want to be able to do something before I daven. I need to daven first, and then I can eat, so then I can lift up the food. Right? I can elevate the food. Yeah. Right? You understand? The point is elevating the food. I want to elevate it. But Shabbos, the food is so high. So the Shabbos, the food will bring me up. That's why eating on Shabbos is such a good thing, right? They asked the Mittler Rebbe, that was from in Lubavitch. They asked, I think it was the Mittler. I think so. Was it? No. I think it was one of the tzaddikim, and the chassid came to the Rebbe and said to him, "Listen, can I just need to eat something before davening on Shabbos? Because it's a long davening and all of this." So the Rebbe told him like this: it's better that you eat so you can daven, rather than you davening so that you should be able to eat. That's what the Rebbe told him, right? Better that you'll eat so they give you the koyach to daven, right? This was on Shabbos, right? It'll pick you up so you'll be able to daven. Rather than the whole time you're davening, you're thinking about eating, right? Well, you don't want to do that. Why do you want to spend the whole davening thinking about eating, right? Okay, that's what that story was. All right, but again, yes, so yes, you understand the difference between during the week and yeah. Yeah. The Zohar says a nice thing. He says that if you eat during the weekend before davening, it's like a little bit like avodah zarah.
That's it?
I'm not trying to ruin your
No.
coffee.
But then again, connect to Moshe Rabbeinu. He takes you from Shema to Ratzon, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Now you know, right? I got to learn Torah's Moshe, right? Moshe's standing there, take me when I go to Shema, like he'll pull me back and bring me back to the Ratzon. Right? He's standing between Shema and Ratzon, right? That's what you got to connect to.
Yeah.
Okay?
The mazikin are it's obviously not specific to Parnasa, but can we assume that the mazikin revolve around our chesronot?
Listen, the Ari explains that any time, let's say you're walking and you trip, right? Right, you trip. So how did you trip? There was a mazik that moved your foot. That's how all these things happen. There are mazikim in the world that we don't see, we don't know. Right? So we ask Hashem to protect us from the mazikim, right? Hameichin mitzadei gover. Hashem, protect my footsteps during the day. What are we saying about that? What are we talking about? So that the mazik should knock me down.
When I ran my cart to the curb the other day, that was
Definitely.
You what?
Definitely.
Oh, what happened to your cart?
I don't know, I wasn't looking by the turn. It was a curb there. And I hit the curb.
Oh, when you damaged it?
Thank God, no.
Oh, Baruch Hashem. Okay, good. They're strong, those little things, right? Yeah, Baruch Hashem. Yeah. Shekol. Huh? You killed him, right? Here we go. You smashed him. There you go. Shekol zeh kol b'birchas kahanim. All this is part of the birchas kahanim. Would you ever have known this? Wow, you hear the birchas kahanim, it's protecting you for your money, the shamam and the kedusha, you should be protected from the mazikim, that you should feel the light of Hashem connected to the ratzon Hashem. Unbelievable, the things we have in birchas kahanim every day that we hear these beautiful words. Ki kahanim daiket tzrichin levorech bracha zos. It's the kahanim that have to give this blessing. Specifically, the Kohanim give the blessing. It's specifically the Kohanim, the priest that can give the blessing. Ki hein bechinas chesed. Because the Kohanim are the aspect of chesed. The Kohanim are the ones that were working the Beis Hamikdash. They saw Hashem so much so, they had such a yiras Hashem, which means they were connected to the chesed Hashem, which they had the chesed. They were the Kalim. Right? The Bechinas, Olam, like it said, wait a second. Like David HaMelech says, Olam Chesed Yibana. Hashem created the world. We know these famous words. Olam Chesed Yibana. Hashem created the world with Chesed. Right? The world was created with Chesed. Right? Bebechinas Va'atem Koyanei Hashem Tikre'eyu, that we will all be called the Kahanei Hashem when Mashiach comes, right? We'll all be called. Look at the words. Va'atem Kahanei Hashem Tikre'eyu. We will be called, we all will be called Kahanim at that time when Mashiach comes, when all the people will stand, the Zorim will stand, and they will take care of our vineyards. They will take care of our fields. They will take care of our animals. They'll just do everything for us. We won't have to be doing it. But we can live a little bit like that now. Whenever we recognize that the money all comes from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, when we recognize that the money is Me'ez Hashem, it's amazing, right? When we recognize it's all from Hashem, and it's not my money, right? It's not my money. The money that I have is come because Hashem gave it to me, right? The money that I have, so why can't I give it? Why can't I give it? And how do I do that? I need to connect to my Yiras Hashem. I need to have more Yiras Hashem. If I have more Yiras Hashem, that's the vessel, the kli that I need. The kli that I need to be able to connect, to accept the chesed in my life. So if you don't feel like you have enough chesed in your life, work on your yiras Hashem, right? If you want more chesed in your life, work on yiras Hashem, fearing Hashem. Hashem is there anyway. So connect to Hashem, know it's Hashem, and then watch, you'll have a better vessel, and you'll see more bracha in your life. Is that a nice idea from Rav Nosson? Right? Right? Take of acha birchas hatayra. And therefore we learn and we say these words. All of us say these words every morning. Right? We all say the words of birchas haTorah, right? I hope so, right? We're all supposed to say that with those words, right? Because again, in Birchas HaTorah we say, Ko Sevarchu Es B'nei Yisrael. Remember we learned Ko? Ko is 25, right? Ko is 25. So I'm connecting to Hashem's Ratzon, right? The Rav and the highest place. To Hashem with the Ko, 25. Like Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad is 25. Ko is 25, right? I'm saying this kaf hey, ko sevarchu, kaf hey. Ko is 25. Connecting again to the right. Then I say, Yivarecha Hashem v'yishmerecha. Hashem, give me my sustenance, and protect it from the mazikim, like we learned about. Now we know about the mazikim, right? Right? We know about the mazikim now, right? Then we talk about Hashem's light. Give me Hashem your light. And it should be bestowed upon me. What's the light? Is knowing that it's all the Ratzon Hashem in the world. Hashem, let me feel your Ratzon Hashem. Let me feel that. Let me feel it's you, Hashem. Right? We all say these words. We all say these words every day. And the Kohen gives the blessing specifically with a blessing. The Kohen makes a blessing. He has a special blessing he gives, and then he says these words. Right? We all say them with Birchas HaTorah. The Kohen says it with Birchas HaTorah, and the Kohen also says it again with a separate, specific blessing. Right? All right, and then okay. Take of acha Birchas HaTorah ki ikar kabbalas HaTorah b'chol yoyim mechodash hu al yedei rotzen. Every day we have kabbalas. Every day is an aspect of kabbalas HaTorah. Right? Every day. Because every day we get a new chelik haneshama comes to us, right? We get that new portion of the neshama that wasn't in the world before and will never come to the world again. That's that new piece of the neshama that came into the world today. It's special today. It's not going to come back here again. So I have to accept the rotz and everything and make this chelik haneshama just perfect today. How do I do that? I connect to Hashem, right? The Ratzon. Every day we have to connect to the Ratzon Hashem.
So this is a piece of the neshama that goes back?
It goes back. What?
You don't get to keep it?
No, you get another piece tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
But it's an exchange.
Yeah, no, remember I explained to you, it's like that little sticky pad, right?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, right? So you get a new sheet. And it gets connected back to the pad up on high. It gets connected up on high. And then they say that we all know that when we go there, Hashem's going to show us all the things that we did, right? We'll see. We'll show us a video of all the things we did. All he's going to do is going to take out all of those little sheets and show us a video. It'd be like a cartoon clip, right? All the sheets, right? I'll flip through them, and you'll just watch the whole video, right? You ever see how cartoons work?
Is there any movie like that? It's an amazing movie.
You know how cartoons work, right? They flip those things, you see the whole picture, right?
Yeah. It's an amazing movie if you're still a person of a life from Hashem point of view.
Yeah.
Like after there is such a movie.
Yeah, it's
so this lesson. And
everybody
like,
everybody has the movie. There's a movie going on every day. It's amazing. Today we have it much easier, right? Could you imagine 100 years ago or 200 years ago? Like 200 years ago, you talked about a movie. They didn't know what it means. Everything's being recorded in Shemayim. Who understood that, right? Like, how could that be? It happened. It's gone. How can it be? Today we understand that, right? Right? Today Hashem made it so easy for us, right? Anything's being recorded everywhere we go, right? We're all being, right? It's all being. So if we can all be recorded, we know. Of course, it's being recorded in Shemayim, right? Yeah.
Good example also, they say a projection when you go to cinemas. The reality on the wall is being projected through just through the film.
The lens, right?
No, through the film.
Film, right.
The light goes on the film. Whatever.
And then it projects it on.
You see that it's like this. So this world is like a metaphor. It's like the light being projected.
That's it from Hashem.
The world looks like it's real.
But that's why it's called the Olam HaSheker, right? This world is known as the Olam HaSheker.
Like it's a screen.
Right, because everything looks so real over here, but really what is it? It looks so real. I can tell it's so real. But what is it?
And that was the old way. I mean, the new way is that it comes through a screen, through a TV, television screen, monitor, right to your eye. Not from behind, but from front. And that's why when children especially learn from what comes through the TV. It's so deep in their psyche. It's so real, much more real than a movie. And movies are very real to our generation, but the vision through a screen, it's coming
Look
directly
at
to
that
you.
apple.
It's projecting at them, right? It's
You're less protected. You're less protected.
Yeah.
Marshall McLuhan did a study on it. It was amazing with kids. Showed them the same material from a movie projected, and then it showed it to other group of kids through a television, and the effect on them was like totally different.
If it's close screen or far screen.
Didn't matter how far.
What?
Anyway, I'll stop talking about that.
Okay, so let's take okay. Shezeh bechinas birchas kahanim. Elu dvarim shein lahem shir, like we learned yesterday, right? We learned about the ein lahem, right? We learned the Mishnah and Peah yesterday, right? All of those are connected, because after you say birchas kahanim, right away you say the Mishnah and Peah, right? We say that Mishnah, elu dvarim shein lahem shir, Peah v'bikun v'rayim v'gilas hasadim v'salmut Torah, right? Elu dvarim shein layichel Peah v'seim b'lemazeh b'lem ken kaimis l'lem haba, right? Even those beautiful words, right? Right, so again, it's all we learned yesterday so beautiful the idea, right? We have the payah. These are the mitzvahs that there's no measure to them. You can just do as much as you want. Payah, the corner of the field, make it as big as you want, right? Make the payah as big. You want to give two, you give one corner, give two corners, give 3 corners, give 4 corners, make 5 corners, whatever you want. Give as much as you want, because again, payah, there's no shear. Right, we learned it, right? Ryan, right? Seeing the base of Migdash, gazing and seeing the grandeur of Hashem. No sheer. Go do it all you want. Go stand there and recognize. Let it soak in. Let it soak in the grandeur of Hashem. Let it soak in. Right? When we have a base of Migdash. Now you're going to see that stupid building standing there, right? Right? You'll see that. Okay, and then Gemilas Chasadim. Right? There's no sheer. Right, because Gemilas Chasadim is the umbrella of all forms of Chesed, falls under Gemilas Chasadim. Right, Gemilas Chasadim, all Chesed, Tzedakah, everything falls under Gemilas Chasadim. Right, right, and Talmud Torah, Ein Lahem Shir. Right, because all these things bring me to the Ratzon Hashem. Right? All these things are to connect me to Ratzon. And the Birchas Kahanim connect me to the Ratzon Hashem, to recognize, make Hashem real in my life. Right? Make Hashem real. Because Hashem is here anyway. So let's make Hashem part of our life. And if we could do that, life will be a lot better. We have the Yiras Hashem, right? We recognize no matter where we go, Hashem is going with me, right? Is that an amazing thing, right? I recognize this, and if I connect to the Yiras Hashem, like we said, if I could realize how much I realize Hashem, He loves me. Look at all the beautiful things Hashem gives me, right? Look at all the blessing we have in our life. Am I deserving of it? Are we deserving of the blessing that we have? Well, someone will say yes, because I have it, right? But again, what did you do to deserve it? What did you do? Did you really do something to deserve it? But Hashem is giving it to you anyway? Wow, so do we feel grateful to Hashem that He gave us all the blessing? Right? And if we do that, and if you feel that way, so then how would I want to do something contrary to what Hashem wants? I don't want to damage that relationship I have with Hashem. Yeah. Hashem is so good to me. How can I be a kafui toiv, right? The kafui toiv, right? You know what a kafui toiv is? Ingrate, right. In other words, who is the kafui toiv? Adam Arishan. Hashem, you gave me that wife. It was her fault, right? What did he say? Right? Isn't that what he said? Adam Arishan was the first kafui toiv, right? Hashem gave him a wife.
But wasn't it real? Like what he said?
It was real. It was real. Yeah, it was very real.
Like,
yeah.
So maybe he said, like, really? I mean, why did you give me such a wife if you...
Such a wife? No, he didn't say such a wife. He said, you gave me this wife. He didn't say such a wife.
It's all her fault.
No, I mean, if you didn't give it to her... סתם, אני מלמד זכות על אדם הראשון.
Okay, listen. Because of Adam Rishon, we're all here now too. You know, we have this. Yeah. Okay,
so is that
listen.
A blessing?
What?
Is that a blessing?
No. But we have to realize. So we don't want to do the same thing that Adam Rishon did, right? I don't want to be an ingrate. Hashem, you're giving me so much, and what am I going to do? Say, Hashem, you didn't give me enough. I want more.
Look, but every day we say Modani.
Yeah.
Melech.
Yeah.
You say with Kavana, that's the
Yeah.
question.
Here we go. Shayach Linyan Pidyon HaKoilel HaElyon. Like we learned so many times, the whole thing is the Pidyon HaKoilel, right? That Pidyon Elyon, right? The Pidyon Elyon, which is the Pidyon that transcends all the 24 courthouses, that gets me to the highest place, right? Which is that place of Rotz and Elyon. That's the Pidyon Elyon. Right? We said that there are different pidyonis that can be done in the courthouses, right? People know different judges, right? Different tzaddikim know different judges. They can help us with different redemptions from the different courthouses, right? To get me exonerated from the different courthouses. But if I want to connect to Hashem, that's the Pidyon Elyon, right? Pidyon Elyon is connecting to Hashem. We know the Chief Justice. The Chief Justice is Hashem. Right? Hashem is the Chief Justice. If you know the Chief Justice, then he can make everything right with all the other justices. Right? Because he's the Chief. Right? Hashem is the Chief. That's the Pidyon Elyon, and that's what we're trying to connect to.
It's confusing to me when you call it a place as opposed to a relationship.
It's a place where you have your relationship. It's a place where you have that relationship.
There is a makom that
Yeah,
we're talking
yeah,
about,
yeah,
where the
yeah.
relationship exists.
Yeah, there's this place, yeah. There's an address. It's high up there. It's way up there. NASA, like he said yesterday, the NASA telescope can see only within this firmament. It can't even see the next firmament. And there are 7 of them, right? Right. This is way up there. Light years, who knows how many light years away, like they say, right? Unbelievable. Any questions on this, so we can go and look? Do we have a few more minutes?
Yes.
Should we?
Let's-
What? We can.
Let's say
We can.
Kaddish after, maybe. Is it possible? Maybe on 10.
Okay, you
After.
want to say Kaddish? You say Kaddish, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's look again here. Valkein, let's do Samachay. We'll start Samachay. Valkein, Hatzadik HaGodol Amiti Kishoise Pidyon Vadayin Loihoya Lo Yeshua Chalila Lahara Acharav. Ki Bevadai Hu L'Toiva Nifla Ki Ishtam Shu Im Zeh HaPidyon. So a guy goes to a tzaddik, right? And he goes for a pidyon, right? You give the tzaddik a pidyon. Right, and then he sees, hey, wait, where's my salvation?
Tzaddik gives him an opinion.
Yeah, right. He gives him, right. He gives him the money. He gives him something to get a pidyon. Right, that's what. Yeah. Okay, yeah. He gets a pidyon from the tzaddik. Right. He gets a pidyon from the tzaddik, right? Because he came to the tzaddik for the pidyon. But he doesn't have the. It doesn't come. He doesn't see it. Didn't come to fruition yet. It didn't come instantly. It didn't come instantly. But you should never think. Oh, maybe the tzaddik couldn't do this. Many times there's things in the world that you get a pidyon for. Let's maybe we'll understand it like this, right? If Chas v'Shalom there's an accident, right? If there's an accident, right? So there can be many people that were injured in an accident, Chas v'Shalom, right? So when the medics get there, right, they have to triage, right? They have to check, see, they look around and they see who they have to deal with first, right? There's let's say there's 10 people that were injured, and there's one medic, right? So I got to see who the worst one off is and deal with him first, and so on, right? Isn't that what they do? Right? You know what they do, right? Right, triage, right? Isn't that what I said?
Call for more help.
Isn't that what I said? Triage, yeah. They have to see. They make a determination who needs the care the first, right? Who needs the care the first? Okay. Now you can have one guy that's really, really bad off, and he really does need the care, and you can have another guy that has he got a bruise on his toe, and he's screaming and he's screaming and he's screaming. But his toe. But he's making more noise than all the other ones, right? Could be, right?
Yep.
Could be that the guy that has the least problems making it's a big hypochondriac, right? You have some guys like that, right? right? The hypochondriac, I think that's what you call them, right? Right? The guy, no, he's gonna scream. I got a little scratch on my finger. Oh no, what's gonna be? Oh no, right? So again, when there's a pidyon that when you go to the tzaddik and there's that pidyon, so again the same thing happens in Shemayim. Hashem is looking around. He's seeing who needs this pidyon first from the tzaddik. Who needs the help the first. And then he'll help that one, the next one, the next one. Because again, when we do things, when we go to a tzaddik, we're connected, our neshama is connected to other neshamas. We're all part of other neshamas, okay? So when many times you'll daven for somebody, and you'll see, hey, wait a second, what happened? The person didn't get better, right? It happens sometimes, right? You daven, but you don't know that someone may have that same name somewhere else in the world that was also sick, that's connected to your neshama. You're davening for that name. There's somebody else with that name.
Because Hashem triages it.
And then that one needs it first, and that one is getting the salvation first. But you don't know. We don't know. We have no idea. The world is so big, and there's so many things going on. There's so many moving pieces. We have no idea what's going on. So the main thing is when you go to the tzaddik and you get the pidyon, then you get that pidyon. Never question what's going on. There's so much more than I don't even understand. What?
No, sorry.
Wow. Okay.
What? He can't take care
There's some things that need to have a bigger tayeles. There's a bigger benefit, much, much higher. There's some things that are much, much higher, need more attention quicker. Okay? Shehu lasa is gerim.
כן. יתגדל ויתקדש מרבה.
אמן.
וילמד דברה חירותיה והמליך מלכותיה והצמח פור קנה ויקרב משיחה.
אמן.
ויחון והמלכון המחייה לכל בית ישראל בעגלה בזמן קריב ואמרו אמן.
אמן. יהי שמי רבא מבורך לעולם ביומי ימיה יזבורך.
ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה. ויתהלל. שמי קודשה בריחו. ואלה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן.
אמן.
על ישראל ועל רבנן ועל תלמידיון ועל כל תלמידיון ועל כל מן דעסקין באורייתא. די ואתרא דין ודי בכל אתר ואתר אלאון ולכון שלמה רבה, חינה וחסדה ורחמה וחיי אריכה ומזוני רביחה ופורקנה מן קדם ובאון דבשמיא והרב אמרו אמן.
אמן.
שלמה רבה מן שמיא וחיים טובים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן.
אמן.
עשה שלום במרום אהבו יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו
אמן.
יעשה שלום.
היש koyach.
For all you guys watching, look what you're missing. We're not being here live.
Levada yeh gam. What's it? Look what he said. Wait, let's just do the last word here. Shu lasa is gerim. Right? To make gerim. Lasa is gerim. We have no idea, again, what we're doing. We have no idea what we're affecting. Again, Chazal tell us we were scattered around the world. Right? We were scattered around the world in order to make gerim. What does that mean? We were scattered around the world to make gerim. Right? Because again, when we're in all the four corners of the earth, and then we have neighbors that are non-Jews, right? And then the non-Jew sees how special the Jewish customs are and how beautiful the Jewish families are. So they'll say, wow, I want to be like that. I want to be like that. And we can make an impression on people, right? So we have no idea what's going on. When we ask for a pidyon, really what's going on in Shemayim, what things are happening, well, all these different we have no idea. We have no idea. Bevada yeh gam lemevi apidyon atayva gedoyle mizeh behemshech hazman titzmach gam Yeshua so shehoya tzorich rak tzorich lehismameya kitzas. So you understand? You'll get your Yeshua, but you'll get online. Get online, patience. Patience. They say patience is a virtue, right? Patience is a virtue. You have to have patience. And again, don't think because you're davening for something, you didn't get it right away. I'm wasting my time. No. You understand? There's a lot of things going on in the world. And Kol Yisrael Arevim Zeh Lazeh. We're all responsible for one another. Sometimes we help our responsibility to the other when we daven and we bring Yeshuas to other people. We have no idea what's going on. But know that if you keep davening, and you keep working on the pidyon, and you keep working on connecting to the Ratzon Hashem, you will get your Yeshua sooner or later. It may take a little longer, but Hashem will definitely grant you your Yeshua if you really connect to the Ratzon Hashem. Okay, we're gonna salvation. Okay, everyone have a wonderful day. Kol Tuv.